Good afternoon and welcome to our weekly reflection video on our worship story. But first, before I get started, I gotta show you something. This is my new purse. I've been wanting it for a really long time. And it's just a really pretty kind of fuchsia color, and it goes with so many things in my wardrobe, so I'm so excited to have it. So I just had to share that. Maybe you want one just like this too, do you think? But you know what? My shirt is red, and this fuchsia does not go with my shirt. And so Kim has one in the office. She has a really cute purse that would be perfect for this. So I really want that one. And that's what our last two commandments are all about. The things that we want that our neighbors have. It's called coveting. And the last two commandments are not to covet our neighbor's house, their property, and not to cover our neighbor's spouse, their relationships. Now here's the thing, these two commandments are really unique because they're the only two commandments that forbid thoughts or feelings rather than specific actions. We're not supposed to want, we're not supposed to desire what our neighbor has. So why is that? Why does God want us now to keep our wants, our emotions in check? And if we don't, why is that sinful? Well, first of all, if we want or desire things, often that is, most of the time, that is the beginning of sinful action. Those emotions like greed and envy, jealousy, lust, those are those emotions that are pushing us towards what our neighbor has that we don't. And those are the emotions that often bring us to sinful action. So I think that's a lot of it. When we end up committing those sins then of taking something of our neighbor's or destroying a covenanted relationship, those are not loving actions towards our neighbor. And these coveting commandments are part of the love neighbor commandments. Or are they? See, I think we can look at these in a different way. They're also part of the love God commandments. And I'll tell you two ways, and that's true. So if we're spending our time wanting and desiring things that we don't have, we're looking to fill a gap in our lives and we're looking to fill wants, the only person who can really truly fill those wants for us, that's God. And so if we're still looking elsewhere to humans or to things, those wants are never going to be filled. And to look other than to God for those things, that's not loving God. Second, if we're wanting and desiring things or relationships that we don't have, then it's really hard, if not impossible, to be grateful, to be expressing gratitude. We can't be expressing want and desire at the same time that we're expressing gratitude to God, who is a God of abundance, a God who gives us everything we need and so much more. So there you go. I think these commandments are all about loving our neighbor and loving God, all wrapped up into one. And so this is the last of our 4 weeks on the 10 Commandments. I hope they have been helpful for you. I hope they have provided a little deeper place for reflection for you. And next week we start a 4-week series on the book of 1 John. Thanks and have a great afternoon.